Trans Bhutan Trail is a 403-kilometer long route that starts from the district of Ha in the west of Bhutan to Trashigang in the east. Unlike the more popular northern highland trails, Trans Bhutan Trail takes you along the paths in the country's midlands, giving new life to ancient trails in Ha, Paro, Thimphu, Punakha, Wangduephodrang, Trongsa, Bumthang, Mongar and Trashigang districts. Although most stretches of the Trans Bhutan Trail are portions of popular trekking routes, there are parts of the trail that haven't been walked on for more than 60 years. There are a total of 19 sections of the Trans Bhutan Trail, so I'm starting off with the section in Punakha district, taking me from Lumitsawa under Tebisa to Punakha Dzong. Ashakap Dojinobu has lived in Tebisa his entire life and recounts how he used to take the trail when he was a little boy. He's our guide, who will be showing us the trail belonging to this region, and also at the same time, he's walking down memory lane from his childhood.
아저 다치 손대날라나 아니 람모조 가디시 하시슬로
아 윗질로 십주 하소봉라 십주 한요라 한요라 암치 때다 람디다 디저람마조 때다리 구담바 때라마인디 때다레 나가 넘스미 깨워다 하지딩 때 나부기 차슈디베 때 나부다 지ха 원이고 겁톱다 디가기 때 손낭 디가 알루베디 션추베데 비간지 손낭에 샤이 세메 거이 때 세메 출라 람메 세슈니 이루 때 넘스미 셈거이라 nga debe joni thong semide nora monola
나치는 스스로라 나 다 주님몰라
똑나 갔어.
We begin the Chandana stretch of the Trans Bhutan Trail from Lumitsawa, a small village near the highway from Dojila taking you to Wangduephodrang district. You find a Trans Bhutan Trail signpost right next to a tiny shop.
papatsai kanoa simla diga ngacha alubede diga ani pakshi dongchu bagi dongchu chi so alusu kya ba chin ba phamsu gi dongpe be kya ba chin chin kela ani na na chu chi chu ya sumda chi tela ani toshira na lukya ne ba chok the juice sumbe zo be thum da nam su shim.
The first section of the trail descends to the base of the hills of Tebisa under oak trees, and soon we climb upwards towards Thilegang. In the old days, Thilegang temple is where the procession of the central monastic body is known to rest on their way towards their winter residence in Punakha.
Temi chambe jo chimen tenyen kadula te diga domagi sada nulo te shagi shaka isota nulo seuda pa ni shaka pa ni la kachilo te ta jaga khana be oshi kachila be shaka oh langore asina ani gidi ani sosobe du musugi sota umatela ani di danger metela.
From Thilegang we descend further, which takes us on the Divine Madman Trail towards the house of Dep Chandana. The legend of Lam Drukpa Kinle and Dep Chandana tells the story of how after Lam Drukpa Kinle dreamt of his destiny in the south of Tibet, travelled to Bhutan following an arrow that he had shot that landed on the stairs of this house. After being invited in by the merchant Dep, Drukpa Kinle is said to have fallen in love with the merchant's wife, Pelzang Bhuti. Their union would go on to birth some of the most notable teachers of Buddha Dharma.
This is actually private property, but because there's a temple inside and it's considered to be a landmark because of Chandana's history with Drupakile, people actually walk directly into this private property and into the house of this family that is considered to be the descendants of the Dip of this place. So we're just stepping inside and saying hello. So yeah.
We were not allowed to film inside the main altar, but I finally saw what I had come for. Inside the altar is the shrine of the ladder on which Drukpa Kinle's arrow hit. Covered in scarves and placed in the altar, it is a rare sight indeed.
다 아니 사가 들레 나기 아니 낭든 단드수가라 다스비니 기겐쿠 나스 봄지 메와테 몰라 아니 베더 찰라 안좀제더 천난가데 주멜라
다 때다 로기다 와신 bombe 쯤을라 다 라다 와신 때 나를 남으면 지때 남으면 가네 마통라 때 때라버를 때다 시기는 몇 다시래 때 용대 주 템베시래 때 다지베니 때 genku bomch라 이메라 때 닌카에 bom둘라 자 내게 때다 로기다 오다 때 bombe 베츠니디기 때 남으면 때 닌카 진치둘라
그치니까
라 가심센 때랑기 소루니카둘라
그대벨라
때 다리나 미닝기 때 나처럼 하가긴데 롬메멜라 아니보다 때 미기 나주니니 아와 안날로 나한테 안치두선 안날로 아니면서 때가처럼 아니보다 때다네 이제 배워진 대로 하가 치때 단지지미를 줄래 자주 넘고미 춘천이 아니면 학고미기 뛰기 잠마 또마토미데 때 쏟아지고 వెళ్ళ 아니니 그 때랑기 입에서 때다 랑기 파디 부득이 대로 펌 세남 진수 갑래기 하가 벤지 하가다 침변이 되던지 때가다다 때 배고미 준천이 아니라
다 슈마가기 다슨 벤나
다 슈마디 때다
아니기 차게 읽어라
다 아니 때 나기 매담이 두어디 때 레짐지 이메라 때 차게 위라 때 차게 메메라 때다 뒤다 팁다 때다 가자라 뒤다 팁다 땡가서 람르지 파파파파 리서치 슈팅스 텐스뱅을 때다리 나베 부수기 마스때 판미기 까절이 님이 침침마 통라 야 안에 보다 뒤에 나기 두어디 레짐에 때냐가디 둘라 때 단지 비미지 때다 말하기 때니 제 코로메바 때 코로를 싱답돌라 때 코로기 지대다 나오면 미실라 당아리 삼바디 아니라
You can actually see the highway that comes from Thimphu, takes you all the way to Wangduephodrang and then towards Punakha. That's the new road. This is the ancient route that our ancestors used to take.
Trongsa sete diga kendiya gini pasu jumde so Trongsa te dimese te dare ben te shio ben khatu so te diga te debra jungo baba da su jumde te anara imbela so jisi
The trail that continues from that spot is pretty much on the farm road along Genchina village, and this farm road takes you towards Punakha and will be actually finishing our trail right in front of Punakha fortress. But I think there's one trail that's not on the farm road. It's comfortable, but it doesn't give you that feel of an ancient trail when it's a farm road, and every now and then we're just coming across a bolero. So yeah, but it's really nice.
Fara besachiru te gya kha gonfe yarge soi gari dira chamchi tigu ke dibe membashile te da tumtare nyamagi phamdisugi gadebe dinale te joiga todul thapda lukanye ga dichi thenthe monga te dele dizumbara te ngarangi nankyogi rangi ta shenda shema shiru te rangi zonkachile zonkha sosodina Thimphu gya satewa sunsugi lamdi te karagi hago supjibe te najon busta bum te dimase chibu te ngachara gisho rento tosugira beru te tatodi lamdisu te ngarle habbe yama zumbera yobi khalwe te dadidi namisame ru shungjable te daze thabdibe lamsu yarge rejimbe zobebe katoto du use shunila jenna ase kara beru.
As a local, I had often wondered what the hype of the Trans Bhutan Trail was all about, and I would have to finish the entire trail to tell you all about it, but I'll share one thing after my first section completion. Trans Bhutan Trail brings you closer to diverse communities and settlements across Bhutan. You'll pass by footsteps of our ancestors who carried stones along the very paths to build the fortresses we have today. You'll come across stories of royal messengers hurrying from court to court, monks walking to the rhythm of their prayers, and tales of divine madman and his thunderbolt teachings. I'm grateful to Asha Kapdojinobu for enriching my first experience walking the Trans Bhutan Trail. It taught me that there's so much to these experiences than just taking in the breathtaking views or taking a pretty Instagram photo. It's definitely enriched my experience, and I hope this story enriches yours too as you plan to take on this epic adventure. Well, 1 down, 18 more to go. See you on the next trail.